Welcome to Leaders Path, leadership journeys of people within the IT and business change professions. Brought to you by Middletons Assured Talent, IT leadership and business change recruitment specialists.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Leaders Path. Today is another one of our interlude episodes where we're hopefully sharing some tidbits of valuable information to help job seekers and people that are entering into new positions. So today I've got with me someone I know well, Julia Davies, a professional coach. Someone who's been coaching for a number of years now, 13 years, from a corporate marketing background, and really specialises in the executive coaching, career coaching space. So welcome, Julia.
Hi, thank you.
Julia also is one of the key coaches that works with me in the delivery of my Assured Selection recruitment service. So once I place people through that model, Julia steps in and provides a very valuable coaching support process that covers 90 days of the first 90 days of the person enrolled. So and feedback from that has been fantastic. So what I've asked Julia to help us with this today and share with us is really what kind of tips can she give that would help you getting your mindset for those first 90 days and really just how you can get the most out of that time and integrate as best as you possibly can into the organisation. So over to you, Julia. So what are the kind of high level points of advice you would give to someone that's starting their new role?
Okay, thanks, Nick. Well, I'm going to take it from before you start, because there's a few things that you can get started and think about before day one. So one of the first things is to be prepared for change. Because when you start a new job, it can be quite overwhelming, and there's always an awful lot of information to take on board. So just if you can just realise it's going to be a difficult few weeks, and you're going to feel extra tired, and you might feel a bit out of your comfort zone, then it will normalise it, and you'll feel more relaxed about that in the first few weeks.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Really be prepared for change, especially if you've not had a new job for a while.
And I think this is something that I've found with with adding that element to the service, that there's a presumption when you're a very experienced person, you've reached a certain level of career, that starting a new job should be a walk in the park because we're paying you a lot of money, and but actually the reality is different, isn't it? And I guess my own experience, and I'm sure you share this, is sometimes even the more senior you are, the bigger of a challenge you're walking in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you often go from a point to being quite an expert to starting back to not knowing anything.
Yeah.
And that can really knock people's confidence.
Yeah.
And make them feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't take long to get up to speed, but you just have to remember that you're going to be the new person, and seem quite unusual and different.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Get your head around the fact that you're going to have that uncomfortable first few weeks. And then the second point to really think about is planning your induction. Now, some organisations are really organised with induction programmes, but some aren't. So it's important that you take charge of your own induction and ask what's been set up for you, and think about the people that you want to meet and what you want to get out of it, and feed that into the process before you start on day one. So if you can get that set up a few weeks before you start, then when you do go for day one, it should be fairly seamless and you go straight into an induction. So that would be the other thing, do that early. So you've got be prepared for change, think about your induction. The third thing would be to think about how you want to establish yourself in your new role. And I'll take it right back to the beginning and say, well, why are they employing you? So what is it they really want you to do? And think about the objectives and what you're actually going to have to do in that role, so you can get as organised as possible. Think about the key relationships you're going to have to work with, and if you're going to manage a team, who are they and what roles are they doing?
Do you find that quite often those key objectives are not actually that clear and maybe thought out by the people that are employing the individual?
Yes, completely. So sometimes they will have done a job description,
Yeah.
read well and seem to make sense, but it can actually be quite different to what they want that person to do.
Yeah.
So it's really trying to get underneath it and say, what are the challenges of this role, and what do they want me to actually deliver? And that feeds into the next point, which is to work out your initial strategy of trying to define what these objectives are for the first 3 months, first 6 months, and the first 12 months.
Yeah.
So ideally, after 3 months, you can review what you've done with your manager and check that you're on brief. Target, and the same at 6 months and 12 months.
And I suppose if because again, I guess I see a lot of situations, where there's no real measurement for the individual to know how well they're doing, beyond an annualized appraisal process, that, actually am I, and that, I guess that adds into that uncertainty of,
Yeah, it really does. And you don't want to get to the end of the year and find that you've not been working on the things that they wanted you to do. And that's where the coaching really comes into its own as well. It's facilitating that process to make sure that people manage their own induction and getting these objectives tightly defined as well.
Yeah.
So that would be, really thinking about the whole interview process as well, and what you've learned during that process, and reviewing all that information to help you put together that initial strategy plan.
Yeah.
And then the final point, which is common sense and quite an obvious one, but it's to really prepare yourself and plan for your first day.
Right.
Sometimes people forget about that. Thinking a lot about the job, but think about your travel arrangements, the dress code, what to do about parking, who you're going to meet, and make sure that you're clear on all that, so you remove all the stress and anxiety, and arrive and make the right first impression.
Yeah. No.
And those first impressions are crucial, and I would, again through the coaching, work with somebody to say, what first impression do you want to make?
Yeah.
What words do you want people to be using to describe you after they've met you for the first time, the first few weeks? How do you want to come across, and what do you need to do in order to make sure that the right words are being said about you? Yeah,
because I suppose it is that you're setting your stall out actually from day one, aren't you?
Yes, you are. Yeah, and everyone's going to be having an opinion. If you've recently done the interview process, then you would be quite good at talking about yourself, but it would be useful to practice that kind of capsule profile of your experience and your skills to date, because you'll be saying that a lot to people in the first few weeks.
Yeah.
Really make sure you've got that elevator pitch as you want it.
Yeah, no, that is interesting, and I imagine actually an element much forgotten about.
Yeah, because once people have got the job, they think, well, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And you'll still really be interviewed in a different way for those first weeks and months in a new role.
Yeah, no. Well, no, that is absolutely fantastic, Julia. I really, really appreciate it. And, again, knowing that a couple of people that have gone through that 90-day support program with you, and the difference that they felt it made for them, and I think, not about you, of course you're not telling them how to do their job, you're just helping them be more equipped to thrive in that early stage, and particularly in the instances where there's been perhaps uncertainty there from day one around elements that it's that additional layer of support. But great. Well, what I'll do, I will on the blog I will share those 5 points. What we'll also do is we'll share Julia's direct contact details. So if you'd like to speak to her about some coaching support directly with her, obviously please do get in touch. I couldn't recommend that more. We'll look forward to the next Leaders Path blog. So thank you very much, Julia. Much appreciated.
Thank you. It's been great talking to you today.
Thank you.